What's up, guys? MGN Movie Gamer News here. Today, we're going to be talking the spoiler review of Deadpool and Wolverine. Last video I did of it on Fortnite, I know I didn't talk about everything I wanted to, but my neighbor's friend did not see the movie, and I wasn't risking on ruining it for the kids. So, yeah. Let's get to it. I'll be doing some Team Rumble. One game is Deadpool, the other is Wolverine. So we could talk about each of their parts, but yeah. When it comes to Deadpool's parts in the movie, I feel like whatever Ryan Reynolds did, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I think starting off with him having a killing montage and wanting to to take out the TVA agents that show up. I like how he did it. I really enjoy how he killed the TVA agents. Then him going back to explain what he did before all of that. It reminded me a lot about the first movie where he's like, yeah, he was heavy gonna catch you up. The first two movies did it. I feel like the first movie, what it did in that one was it basically played it again and again, and I think that's what I liked about the first movie. So the second one, they did a quick little recap. Same thing for same thing for the third movie. They did good with it. I feel like everything about this film was good. So yeah, literally everything that they did with this film, loved it. But yeah, so back to the spoiler stuff. When they bring in Wolverine, he's just in a different universe. They have a whole montage where Deadpool is finding a Wolverine because Wolverine is the anchor being of his universe, and he's trying to figure out why is Wolverine the anchor being of his own universe and not him, because Paradox, being the bad guy in this one of them, he's like, you really thought you were the anchor being? He's like, you have a purpose in the MCU. Meanwhile, yeah, it was more of a little lie to him, but Deadpool did it. He did what he had to do. Of course you take it. Actually, I'm not gonna take this. My bad. But yeah, so when Wolverine found his, when we found the one that we were gonna follow up with in the MCU, I thought that was cool because, we got to see him in his comic accurate outfit after all these years, and then Deadpool's like, whoa, that only took 20 fucking years. It was funny, but, overall, really good. Really, really good. Then you have the part where he ends up gets sent to the void, and that part was awesome. I like that he was sent to the void with Wolverine, and then that's when they get their first fight scene, and awesome. So good. I love their fight scene that they had. For them to not only, keep fighting for a bit, but to then later on meeting up with, getting the first one over here, meeting up with a character played by Chris Evans. And for anyone who's grown up with Marvel before the MCU, they would know that he played the Human Torch. And that's when we see the Human Torch in the MCU for the first time. And given how we will get an MCU version later on down the road, that's still cool. But yeah, they did really good with this movie. I feel like everything about it was perfect. So I was happy with that. Chris Evans coming back as Human Torch, it surprised me. It really surprised me because I did end up watching those movies before Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, just to kind of because I wanted to do just in case Mr. Fantastic was going to show up. And I'm glad it wasn't the Mr. Fantastic that we all knew growing up, because you know that one is basically our that that Fantastic Four that we see in the MCU. That's, you know, multiverse version, of course, a different counterpart that we witnessed for the first time, but it was so cool. It was really cool. It's what they did in this movie is what I love the most. But for them to get captured by some of the old X-Men members that we saw in the previous Fox movies, I thought that was cool. I think for them to like introduce us to these X-Men characters again is even better. Because, you know, we don't really get we never really got to see them in their like accurate outfits, and this is the first time we've seen them in it. So seeing them in it for the first time, perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Loved everything about it. And yeah, no, it's just it was really good. Just to see all of those characters in their little accurate outfits, I think it was just done right. It was done right. Very done. Very done right. Perfect. Everything about it was good. And there's nothing I can complain about this movie at all. Nothing, because they just did a really good job. It lives up to the hype, and for them to like do what they did with the cameos, for instance, you know, Chris Evans returning as Human Torch, because that's what he wanted to do the most after all these years, and you know, respect to that, of course. Awesome, very awesome. I love seeing the Human Torch in the MCU. I thought that was cool. So yeah, you know, that was that. Like I said, and then getting into the cameos after the big fight, meeting Cassandra Nova for the first time, finding out she was almost unalived by her brother. I thought that was something. Okay, where the hell are you? There you are. There we go. Victory up. So yeah, no. As we get to the cameos, I think the one cameo I liked the most in that movie, I gotta say, Jennifer Garner's Elektra was cool. To come back to, damn it, and to see Blade played by Wesley Snipes again, I thought that was cool because I didn't think he was gonna come back. I thought he was done. And as they said in the movie jokingly, they were like, "Oh, I thought you were retired," and he's like, "Retarded," and then he's like, "Retired." He's like, I'm already in the void. I'm not trying to get canceled again." I thought that was funny, how he said that. But apparently, Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds said they both agreed to do that all these years because they just because it's something they felt they wanted to go along with. But yeah. Oh my god. And then Channing Tatum to play as his Gambit, that was awesome. I feel like he did a good job as his version of Gambit, and I did not expect him to come back as Gambit. Or not come back, but I didn't expect him to play his Gambit. I figured that they were done with it, and that was it, but it was funny when he made the jokes in the movie, like, he's like, "Oh, never learned about us," and stuff like that, but, you know, that's that. Okay. So yeah, no, back to it. X-23 coming back, played by Daphne Keane. I thought that was cool as well because I grew up watching Logan, of course, and that was like the last movie we got to see Hugh Jackman as his freaking as his version of you know, as Wolverine. That's the last time we saw him as Wolverine, and that was that. Um, so yeah, what they did with the cameo is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Loved it, and yeah. Freak. Ah! But yeah, no, so the fight scenes that Gambit has with, you know, Blade, Elektra, I thought that was cool. I think X-23, you know, talking with Wolverine again was awesome. And for her to have a big part in this new movie was awesome. Because, like, you know, like, given how she's supposed to be, like, in that universe, the ending ends up with them. A dog pool was very cute. Seeing Nice Pool was funny, because, like, we didn't expect the nice version at all. And then going on to the other Deadpool variants, them being able to get home, Wade Wilson being a car salesman with, what's his name, Peter. I thought that was funny. Not Spider-Man. Anyone saying, oh my god, Peter Parker? No, not Peter Parker. So yeah, no, Lady Pool was cool. I guess Kid Pool was cool as well. Baby Pool was cool. Fun fact, Lady Pool is Blake Lively. I think that was crazy. And then, oh wow. Oh, they tried to kill me. And then yeah, no, literally everything about it was nice. I love the multiverse. Damn. I think seeing the other versions of Deadpool was cool. Now, one of them I didn't expect was Deadpool 2099. And I thought, oh my god! It's always them. But yeah, no, so I think overall they did good. Dogpool staying in the same universe as, you know, as Deadpool and freaking Wolverine. I thought that was nice. Ah, damn it. Getting onto Wolverine's part of the movie now. For him, having Deadpool, you know, find another Wolverine variant to fix his universe and stuff like that, to save his universe from getting erased, that was cool. Seeing Hugh Jackman come back as Wolverine again, that was awesome. For him, to see Wolverine and Deadpool team up together in this movie after all these years, like in their actual comic accurate outfits, that was cool. I think they did a great job with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. He proved to be our Wolverine still after all these years. And, you know, that's... Seeing Wolverine again, loved it. Loved everything about it. I feel like they did a good job with the character. And they didn't ruin him. They kept him in a serious tone, as he was in every previous X-Men movie. And, yeah, no, they did a really good job of it. I feel like nothing, like absolutely nothing wrong with this movie at all. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, though, they did a really good job of it. Let's see. So yeah, now after all of that, witnessing Hugh Jackman's return, everyone falling in love with his character again. I thought that was cool. Let me swap it for the cabbage. Yep. Okay. But yeah, no. I feel like for him to have his interaction with Dog Pool and Nice Pool, I thought that was funny. Because he was like, oh my god, he's like, I smell more views than that. He's like, what do you mean? What is I would say? But it was cool. It's really cool to see them all in action. Till this day, I never thought he'd come back as our Wolverine. But here we are now, and he's here as our Wolverine. So I'm happy with that. Yes, I'm very happy that he came back to be our Wolverine. I never once thought he would come back. I didn't even think they were going to be in the MCU yet. Like 5 years later, after Endgame, they still did a good job. map. Let's see. Yeah, no. But overall, seeing Wolverine and Deadpool team up with Blade, Gambit, and Elektra and X-23, really cool. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in this one having to deal with losing the X-Men, having to deal with that pain and that loss of it. I thought that was crazy. I was like, oh my god. But him wearing the suit, he had a whole new meaning to wear this suit. And he's like, I do it to honor them, this and that. And I was like, that's perfect. Like, that's what you have to do for this Wolverine. But yeah, no, like, I feel like the actions, all the action scenes in this movie was just done right. Story was nice. Cameos were perfect. Post-credit scene, like, showing Johnny Storm again. That was funny to prove to a point that Deadpool wasn't lying about what he said about Cassandra Nova. That was funny. And then, yeah. I mean, I feel like if there was one thing it was missing, I want to say it was definitely like the other X-Men to show up, because I feel like it's not the same if we got all of them together. But they're definitely gonna be they're gonna be prepared for that in Secret Wars, so we'll have that. There we go. But yeah, no. I feel like overall everything in this movie was good, done right. Action was nice, story was nice, plot was nice. But if we're gonna expect Wolverine to be reunited with his X-Men later on, or not even his, but like a different type of X-Men group, it'll most likely be in Secret Wars. Because there's no way we're gonna get them in Avengers 5. They can't do that yet. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see exactly when they want to do that. And like all of that is done. Those quests are done, except for the weekly ones. Let me see. Eliminate players of combat AR. I don't have a combat AR. Pick the floor for this real quick. There we go. Oh, bingo. Just the weapon we're looking for. Now, my rating overall for Deadpool Wolverine, so solid and easy 10 out of 10. Marvel haters, they missing out big time. They can complain, they can cry, they can bitch all they want about this movie. It was perfect. Everything about this movie was perfect. Done just right. And nothing was wrong with it at all. CGI was good. They really took their time to perfect it, to make this movie what it is, and it's close to earning $1 billion apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, Wade. Okay, there's one down. The good thing is Wolverine didn't even make any like fourth wall jokes and fourth wall breaks in this movie. He didn't have to do that. It's more like Deadpool's job. But yeah, no. They did really good with it. So if you're a Marvel fan and you love Marvel like to death, this is the movie for you for this summer. They really made it this movie of the year, until Sonic 3 comes out, that is. But overall, for Marvel, for it to be its only film, they did good. They did really good. And I'm dead, Dad. Hold on. But yeah, no. I feel like Marvel Studios releasing just one movie this year, and to make a Deadpool Wolverine, they did good. They did such a good job. I look forward to the next entry for them to come back and see what they do with it next. Anna, you guys go ahead. Tell me, what were your thoughts in this movie? Did you guys like Deadpool Wolverine? If you saw it, and if you haven't seen it, what are you doing watching this video? Go watch the movie. help it reach 1 billion at least. We need 1 billion for this movie. It does everything right for the MCU. They fixed it. Deadpool making the jokes on the MCU flopping and stuff like that. He's like, it's been miss after miss after, and then people would be like, yes. I'm just like, it's never been failing, never. Ah! Nice. Nah, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds being another perfect duo for this movie. I feel like it was nice. They proved to be their characters again, and it was perfect. All I can say is it was perfect. Loved everything about this movie. Nothing wrong with it at all. It was a cinematic masterpiece, and I can agree with it being a cinematic masterpiece. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really good, and yeah, it lives up to its hype for the MCU. So, love everything about it. Nice, let's take it. So yeah, no, I feel like everything about this movie was just done right. I highly recommend it. Whoa, damn. Yeah, no. MCU for me, as I said in the community post, it's never died off. It's never died for me. I loved it. I'm in it for the story. And I want to see where it leads off to, because now that we know Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as to be freaking his name Robert to be Doctor Doom, but my guess is they're gonna follow up with a comic book where it has Victor Von Doom stealing the body and the mind of Tony Stark. I think that's something they can work with, and they'll make it work easily because it's the multiverse. Oh, never mind. Nice. Okay. So if you have seen the movie, what was your favorite part? Do you feel like the cameos were perfect? I feel like everything about this movie was just done right. I loved it. It's an easy 10 out of 10. And it's just the Marvel movie we needed all these years. And we won. So yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.